all my guys are done finger flicking their guns and stuff, and we look up and they're gone.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't seen your wife in any video that I've ever watched.
We're going to have to change
Respectfully.
That's pretty much out of everybody. Like, why the Air Force?
Yeah.
Like, of all the branches, you could like go be a badass.
We just built the gym so that we brought the community back to us. Same with Mill Estate, same with the Veteran Business Alliance group. It's like, how do we just stay in the community then?
Because he couldn't get the job because they had to hire the black people.
Like the things that we do in the military do not translate and transition into the civilian world.
I don't know why my co-host looks like a melted bag of ice cream, respectfully.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Therapy is Full.
Well, that's unfortunate.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Therapy is Full. And just like good old fashioned, Terrence is back, but he didn't bring the milk, so it's kind of fucked up. But anyway, we love him. Welcome back, man. Only 4 episodes gone?
I didn't go to get the milk. One of us has to actually make money to keep these lights on. So I had to go do some work. I'm back though. We're here, and I brought a special guest, Mr. Clint Jordan. This is where I would cue in like some.
There's none of that.
No,
Can we get some of those?
We don't have any. No, we don't have any budget.
Yeah, I'll do it.
We have no budget for that. There you go. Yeah.
That was very interesting.
Well, that's my background. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Do you need that right now?
I thought we weren't doing that.
Is that red, white, and badass official?
No, you don't really need it is official.
Silent plug for red, white, and badass brew.
I guess we should also tell us who the hosts are.
Oh.
Dustin Hayes, the founder of Red, White, and Badass Brew.
Terrence Davis, founder of the Dream Team here in San Diego, and Clint Jordan, man, you have a bunch of different things. So just riff it. We're just gonna.
So I founded Mill Estate. It's a military real estate network. I own a CrossFit gym. We just launched Veteran Business Alliance thing. We own a cornhole dart bag arena thing. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of things to try to bring our veterans in, and we call it creating safe spaces and places for our veteran community. So,
and I'm gonna tell you right now, don't mess with him and don't pick on him, because if his wife watches this, she will crush us.
Yeah, she's a super badass.
She's super badass. The bodybuilding, like don't do it.
She's watching right now. I'm streaming live. So.
Oh no!
You've not. She's a rock, bro.
Tell me you haven't seen his wife without telling me you haven't seen his wife. Respectfully, you don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't seen your wife in any video that I've ever watched.
We're gonna have to change.
Respectfully, that's Instagram. I don't know who his wife is, so she's a badass.
She is a badass, dude. She just got a pro card for bodybuilding.
Oh, okay. Is CrossFit or bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, she's a rock, dude.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. What you put yourself through bodybuilding. I mean, we were just talking off air about him having tennis elbow and saying it wasn't from lifting weights, but I mean that sucks. Lifting that heavy weight, having tennis elbow.
We don't think that his elbow.
It's real. Tennis elbow is real.
You haven't worked out in a month. I can tell.
He tried to tell me he worked out this morning, but.
And that's why we're in therapy. That's why I'm in therapy. So Mill Estate, what is Mill Estate?
Yeah, so Mill Estate, dude, is it's 100% veteran and military spouse realtors nationwide. So we have about 185. Similar to what you guys know, there's no community really for us. So I was like, well, let's just build something. So we spent the last 3 years building Mill Estate, vetting and interviewing agents to make sure that no matter where our veterans and military people need a realtor and need a connection, we have that now.
So when you're building this, I mean, especially infancy stages, how difficult was that? Well, the concept, but two, getting the people to come into it and buying into the concept.
Yeah, that's impossible. Because I'm just going to tell you, hey, join my club. And they're like, what's in your club? I'm like, well, nothing, just me and you right now, but here's the vision, right? So it's hard at first, man. The first year in any business really, but when you're just trying to build a network, like you don't have any base, you don't have any foundation to say, hey, why would you believe in me and my vision?
Well,
so it's hard.
Enough building a network, being a real estate agent.
Correct.
Now building a network for a network.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a mountain. It
is. So I've been it's been 3 years now and over 600 Zoom calls. We have 185 people in the group.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And like most of the 600 I've said no to. Like once you start.
Why would you say no to somebody?
The caliber of people. Because I need people to know that our network is at its core, solid. So if you're a dick, like we get on a Zoom and you can just tell people right away.
I don't know how I got through.
I don't either. The more I get to know you, I'm like, how did I let T in this?
Honestly, no, it's funny. He's
D.
Is that legit?
Hey, I got it. Hey, it is true that they did, in fact, lower the standard for me to get in.
Well, you're
Actually,
right.
But he's here now.
Actually,
The Marine thing was
you know, honestly, now that I'm counting the number, 185 and DI is what, like 2% or something, I think. So like honestly, like there's like 4 of us in there. So it's pretty crazy now that I'm thinking about the mill estate numbers.
Let's just get back to mill estate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome, man. Building that network.
Yeah.
Inside of what you're already doing, because that's already hard enough to build, as you two know, you know, a real estate empire for one, and then building something inside the real estate industry. Because I feel like it's probably really hard for people to really share information from one agent to another, because it feels like, nope, I want to try to take all this.
Yeah, well, that's the impossible bit too. So it's kind of exclusive. So Terrence is like, I think 1 of 2 in all of San Diego.
Yep.
So we keep it exclusive in that aspect. But you're right, because everybody in real estate, just a lot of greed. And I'll just say it. So it's hard in that aspect to tell you, hey, I can help you grow, and then I'm going to put Terrence beside you in your same market. And like you said, I don't want him in here. I want all of the things.
Yeah, a lot of agents, I think. So I've got to see like a lot of the comments, the message back and forth, and you'll have every now and then, like we'll bring in a new one. Hey, I'm so and so, and then they'll go, hey, I just found out that there's 4 agents here in this city. Why am I here? And it's like, dude, you live in a city of like 9 million people.
Austin. So like
you can't serve. Yep.
Yeah, Austin. Texas, I brought on a third. Or that was only a second person, I think.
He was a second. Yeah.
Yeah. And they told me that. They said, well, there's 2 people here. I said, do you know, you have 3 fucking million people in Austin. Do you really think that one of you can serve all of the, and they're greedy. So I'm just like, leave the group. Like, I don't want you in my network. I don't want you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
I'll kick him out.
No, he kicks him out quick. Yeah. That's
yeah.
pretty
Really?
quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because again, I want you to know the people inside of our group they're solid. They're Terrence. So if I send somebody here to Terrence, like he's got them. I don't need greed. I don't want.
As a real estate agent, you have a threshold of what you can do, because you're a single point failure.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And you burn yourself out and get yourself sick and go to the hospital. No deals are getting done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that would be a good little backup, especially having another military person, because they understand teamwork.
Correct.
You know, they understand, hey, we can get more done together.
Well, the tough part is it's business. Outside of the military thing, which is great that it's community military people. The problem is it's still business. So the way a lot of agents, especially the newer agents, the agents that are maybe hurting for money, the way they look at it is, I need, and they'll hold on to that thing. So it's like, so even like agents that are like, well, hey, I'm going to send this referral out. Well, like, yeah, but you know, you're giving it to that guy. Like, you know, like I can't give them 25, 30%. You're not going to do anything for 30% of the money. The total pot, you're going to get 30% for doing nothing.
Nothing, zero.
Well, I mean, can't they do it? And you know, like, can I get 40%, like 50? And it's like, dude, you didn't do anything
today.
Oh, yeah. Oh no. You get it all the time. Yeah, 100%. You get it all the time. Where hey, I
normally get XYZ amount, and I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, well, you better call who you normally call.
Yeah.
Why are you even here? Then you should be rich.
Correct. Yeah. The real estate industry is. It's just a lot of greed, dude. It's tough. It's hard.
Well, there's 2 places I think the greed starts, and this is kind of true of the military. And once you end time anyway, you have 3 types of people. Greg Reed and I were talking about it. There's the people at the bottom, let's say the poor people. Then you have the people at the top. The only place that ego exists is in the top, because the people that are at the bottom are fighting their way to get to the top. So they want to hold on to everything they can. Then there's the people at the top who want to keep what they have. So they don't want to let anything go. Yeah. And it's the guy in the middle. That's where that ego exists, because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to go back to the bottom, but I'm also trying to get my way to the top. So I don't want to give away what I've got. I'm going to hold on to it. And that's but they weed themselves out quick. Yeah.
So, but you didn't start out in the real estate game as being in the Air Force, because that doesn't go hand in hand. So your military career, man, what did you do? Why did you join the Air Force, for one?
I mean, I that's pretty much out of everybody. Like, why the Air Force?
Yeah. Like,
of all the branches, you could like go be a badass. you said, and here's the thing. So we actually had to.
I have a solid answer.
One of the first questions I asked him was like, you know, why the Air Force? I mean, dude, like by the way, for those of you that are watching at home or whichever camera it is I need to be looking at right now, this dude is 53 years old and looks better than most of the men that I know that I go to the gym with.
He's fucking body shaping right now.
His body. I wasn't going to call you out, but I was thinking like, I don't know why my co-host looks like shit, but now, you know, next to this guy, go ahead. If you need a job,
you can say respectfully.
Yeah, you got to throw respect.
Oh, you're right. Listen, I don't know why my co-host looks like a melted bag of ice cream. Respectfully.
So why the Air Force?
Yes.
Super easy. So I wanted to be a fireman. And then back in the day, there was affirmative action in California. So I tested higher, and 90 something percent. Yeah. It's the current Yeah, it's those things. You know what I mean? I don't know if we want to talk about that.
Why that affect you?
You better say you know what affirmative action is.
Yes, but
Your ass coming. Because he couldn't get the job because they had to hire the black people.
So I'm just saying affirmative action was.
Well, I don't know if that's why he didn't get the job. That's why he didn't get a score. I don't know.
That was what it is.
Okay.
So there's affirmative action.
Okay.
I tested, and they called in and said, "Hey, you didn't get the job." And I'm like, "Well, that sucks really bad." So then I went down. It was actually in LA to the recruiter's office, and I stopped at the Marines, and I looked similar. I've always been in decent shape, and the Marines grabbed me. "Come on, man, you're going to be a great whatever." I'm like, "Sweet, can I be a fireman?" They said, "We can't guarantee you nothing. You're a fucking Marine or whatever." And I'm like, "Well," then the Army guy's like this, right? So I
rescue. We have that job.
I go over to the Army dude, and they're like, "You're going to be a great soldier, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Can I be a fucking fireman?" And they're like, "Well, we can't guarantee you nothing. Everybody's a soldier." And then the Air Force guy's just a little chubby dude. He's like, so I went over to him. Sergeant Starks, John Starks was his name. So I asked him, I said, "Hey, can I be a fireman?" He said, "I could guarantee you 99% you'll be a fireman."
Wow.
Hence the Air Force.
That's it.
Yeah. I started in PJ school. So I said, "Hey, I want to try the special forces stuff." Ended up with shin splints right away and then just transitioned right into being a fireman.
So you went in as a firefighter because you wanted to get out to become a firefighter.
Yeah.
Military change that?
No, you just get older, dude. Like you get, and then, you know, the thing that's 21 years and 10 months.
Oh, so you were just going to go shit hot right at 21 years of service and go right into being a firefighter.
So here's the thing about the military too, dude, is like and it's for everybody. This is part of our mission. Like the things that we do in the military do not translate and transition into the civilian world.
Right.
So I was 22 years. I was a fire chief and a deputy fire chief, as high as you can get in the fire department. I didn't retire out of the Air Force as a fire chief, but like my last deployment, I was a fire chief. And then you get out, you either go right back in as a GS, and I didn't want to do that. Or if you go to a regular fire department, where do you start?
The bottom.
The bottom again. I'm like, fuck that. I'm 48 at the time or 47. I'm like, I'm not going back to pulling hand lines.
So you actually came in later in life.
Yeah.
Versus right at 18, because I mean
23, right?
Yeah.
23?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you can't be a firefighter until you're 21.
No, you could join at 18 and be a fireman in the Air Force.
Oh, not there.
Like in civilian sector.
Civilian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can start going to school at 18.
But you can't be until you're 21, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's true still.
I don't know. I want to be a firefighter too. My dad's a retired firefighter.
Oh, cool.
Who would let you fight a fire?
I mean, who let me hold a gun?
I mean,
I mean,
he's got a
touche.
Yeah.
I found out I'm better with a gun than I am with a hose. Even
With the hose.
I'm glad we both knew where we were going.
Yeah.
So
Next episode.
Yeah, so your stuff doesn't transfer.
It doesn't.
No,
And for a lot of careers.
now, I think that's changed though. Now, I think there is some transferability.
It depends on state too.
I think
Right.
what he's saying is,
No, so still state, like California doesn't recognize any of our certifications. So if you
but like skill set wise, he's got the skills, but can I go from being a fire chief in the Marine Corps, 21 years,
Right.
getting out and then running a station?
So it might not be transferable directly out to the civilian sector, but in school it's transferable.
training is all the same. Is that what you're asking?
No, it's not the same.
It is.
Really?
Oh, yeah, like our fire department school and civilian fire.
The Air Force. What are they training?
Oh, yeah.
Fight?
Oh, yeah.
Gas fires?
Yeah,
Come on, dog.
Yeah, dude. Straight up.
Respectfully.
Yeah, it's not what you guys do.
Yeah. No, I realized I'm not good. After I fell down a damn ladder all the way down, I don't know how tall that damn thing was. I was like, oh my God.
Well, we had an Army, when I was in tech school, there's an Army guy who's in E6 going through our basic training fire department stuff. He was getting trained to be the fire chief for the Army. Like whatever platoon, I don't know what the Army people do, but he was literally going to be the fire
I don't know
chief. And I'm
what
like,
they do
holy
either.
shit, man.
It's kind of
Yeah, I don't-
like, why do they exist?
It takes us 18 years to be a fire chief.
Just Marines, just Navy, just Air Force.
I don't agree with that.
Army.
Do we have Army in here? Are you?
I mean, not
Are you-
in the vicinity of these
I'm
three
pretty
states.
sure in the vicinity in this entire room, it's just Air Force and Navy and Marine people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that Army cat was literally going to go finish basic fireman stuff and then go be a fire chief. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like it's literally 18 years or so. And we go, I mean, there's so many classes you got to take to become a chief, like an actual fire dude. And this guy was going to go back and be the fire chief for whatever Army, whatever, blew my mind.
Yeah, I have no idea even Army has. I mean,
Yeah. So
I guess that does make sense.
one guy gets trained up as something, and I guess they have some type of fire department thing.
I mean, because crash rescue or something like
Class fire rescue. Yep.
You know, I don't know something.
Well, they don't, because like my last deployment, or not my last one, but in 10, we started doing some QRF stuff where we would bounce to FOBs because Army was building up, and anywhere that they had, I think it was over 1,000 people or so many helos or whatever.
With the Army, right?
Yeah.
At one point, you have a story you want to tell?
Like my rookie solution. So that deployment that we're talking about in 2010, we're not heavily trained in the Air Force for shooting guns and like those kind of things.
No.
Whoa.
I know, everybody. I know. You see it on YouTube.
Hey.
So yeah, we don't get a lot of that training.
He said, you could have fooled us.
So in 10, we got to, I think it was PSAB. We get down there, they said, hey man, you're going to lead this 12-person QRF quick response force. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, what are we doing? Well, you're going to go down to these FOBs and establish fire protection.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck is a FOB, right? They're like, it's a forward operating base, and here's all your kit and your gear. And they trained us. They literally recertified us on 16s and 9s at PSAB to go forward deploy. So we're on a 130. We're landing at Shank, I think. Yeah, it's FOB Shank. And it's at night, and they do that little crazy, combat landing. And I've only seen it on videos before. We had 12 of us in there, and then just a crap ton of Army dudes. And we hit the deck, and all you hear is just, they're all locking and loading, right? And all my guys are staring at me like, what do we do? I'm like, fucking do what they're doing. So my guys are fumbling shit. Clips are flying. And by the time we land, like the back of the C-130 gets done, all my guys are done finger fucking their guns and stuff. And we look up and they're gone. Everybody's out of the plane except for my 12 dudes. And the pilot guy is like, get out. I'm like, where? So we just run out the back of this plane, and the 130 takes off, and we're just standing at Shank, dude, on the runway like this.
Where'd everybody go?
No fucking clue, dude. All of the Army guys were gone. It's pitch black, dude. And I'm like, there's a little bunker thing right there. I'm like, let's go there. Let's just go hide behind the bunker for a minute until we figure this stuff out. It's like crazy.
That was in Afghanistan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned a second ago. So like the crazy part, what I loved about our conversation so far is the transition, right? Yeah. Which is kind of the segue of the episode is we're talking about transitioning and how that is impacted by the military, how we transition from one thing to the other. What was that transition like for you getting out of the military at 21 years?
Yeah.
21 years of service. Hey, here you go. Like, wow. Like, what was that like? Because I mean, I never retired. 13 years for me. I think you did like what, 4 or something like that? 14. Oh, okay. Something like that. 4 or 14. 4. Kind of the same
but you like 2 years?
Kind of the same thing in the Navy. Yeah. What was that like for you though? I mean, what was that like? Do you remember like your retirement ceremony, how that felt to finally earn that I retired?
Yeah, the ceremony was cool, but I more remember like the final out, the last day. That was brutal to me. I took my kids. We go to the MPF. I don't know what you guys call it, but it's military personnel flight in the Air Force. And it's like your final. Like you have your packet and they give you your shit and that's it. And I walk up to the counter and, you're proud. It's 20-something years and you're like, I did it. I'm going to have all the support for the rest of my life. And we're up at the counter and she was an E1, I think. Yeah, that's an airman. Yeah, just a one striper. She comes up, she goes, here you go, sir. And I'm like, well, what is this? And she's like, this is your final out packet. I'm like, this is it? Like, this is the fucking accumulation of 20-something years? And she's like, yeah.
Take it all in.
And she's like, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, is there not a fucking E8 or E9 in the back to come out with balloon? Like, is there nothing?
No. So I have these conversations in my head all the time. Is this an actual conversation you're having?
Yeah, dude, right at the counter.
Holy shit. Yeah, you were mad.
I said, is there not an E8 or E9, somebody almost equivalent that's understood what I've been through? There's not a high five from, I get you. And again, she's like, sir, I don't know what you mean. I said, I'm not trying to dog you or anything. I just thought this was going to be different. I thought there was going to be more. We walked right outside. I took a picture with my 2 kids and like, that was it. That was a Friday. And then we talked about it last night a little bit. And then Monday, like nobody calls. There's nothing there. It's tough.
Yeah, you can look in all you want, but you can't go in.
Yeah.
All the boys out there hanging out and doing what they were doing before on Friday.
Yeah.
And you expect, oh shit, man, I'm out. Let's go hang out on Monday.
It's crickets, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, the military transition. I mean,
I remember mine.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
All, partying, doing all our good stuff or the deployment stuff. And then.
Because their mission still goes, right? Yeah. They're still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that too. Like there should be a call, like somebody should be there to check in. We were talking about it on the way down here.
We were.
Like, why doesn't that first sergeant call you on Monday or Tuesday or Friday?
Let's just be completely honest and transparent. If you've never been in the military, this is how it goes. The moment you decide to get out or the moment you decide to retire, about 6 months, 4 months, depends on when that transition starts, you're no longer cared about. You are now just somebody taking oxygen in the room.
Yeah, they literally let you not come to work anymore.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple of my coaches at my gym that are 3, 4, 5 months out from retiring or getting out.
They don't want anything to
They just got to check in every once in a while. I'm like, it blows my mind.
So I think I remember mine. I remember my get out ceremony, and I remember not wanting like a gift. I remember like feeling like how like unpersonal. Like
get out ceremony?
No, like if you're leaving. I mean,
was this in the Marines? Too?
Honestly, they probably wanted me out. But the thing is like you're getting out, and it's like you're going away. It's like, hey, we're hosting a go away for party for you, and we're gonna have this thing. And I remember I said, hey, I don't want a gift, I don't want a plaque, I don't want a formation. I just want to because I'd already seen so many that I already knew like the day you left. Like again, like I'm the guy who's in. I'm watching you walk out the door, and I'm like, all right.
Yep, never going to see you again.
And then after that, nothing. They don't call. Just the same vice versa. You know, they don't call. They don't come back to the unit. They don't check. It's not like they show back up. So I was like, all right, cool. Hey, when my time's done, I don't want no plaque. I don't want no cards. I just want to just let me out. So they had this big thing, and it was this big plaque. And I did feel like an asshole when I did it. They gave me this big plaque, and it had all these nice words on it. And I remember thinking, all the people that like put money into this, none of them give a fuck about none of the words that are on this plaque. No. Matter of fact, I know I've had beef with about like 15 of you above me. So like this don't mean shit. So they said, hey, do you have anything you want to say? And I was like, and it's an asshole on my part. I said, thanks. Respectfully. Hey, thanks guys.
That was it.
But you did 13 years and you got a plaque. Like you didn't.
Matter of fact, hold on. So that was when I first got out in 2010. That all they gave me was a plaque. That was that. On recruiting duty, bruh, I just didn't show up on Monday. That dead serious. That was it. Matter of fact, I think they sent me an email to an old email that I stopped using, where they like, hey, we need you to come sign your DD 214. Like I didn't go back to work on Monday. My contract was up on the 16th of June, the 17th of June. I just never showed back up. Nobody called, nobody checked, nobody said, hey, what's up? We need you to come back in.
Out process?
No. Nope.
Wow.
Yeah. There's recruiting. We ain't got time for out processing. Shit, I still was on mission.
Don't feed me this line of bullshit.
I'm dead serious. I'm on mission.
You were getting out. You knew your contract was up. You tell me.
I'd already been out.
Rock hard, solid all the way to the 16th.
Oh, I was done. Hey, the day the 16th went.
You were recruiting like were you?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I was up driving to MEPS. I was still driving a kid to MEPS. Like, hey, I got to put them in. Only because they were my kids. Like they're the ones that I recruited that I said I was going to put them in. Yeah. So the parents are wanting to make sure. And, you know, when you have a transition, you know, sometimes those things fall through the cracks. But I remember there was nothing. No. And then after that time was up, it's like, all right, well, I did that. And then you go home and now you're trying to rebuild your life and rebuild your friendships and you know, rekindle.
And then that's where everything kind of steers. You either do one or two things when you get out, right? You either start drinking heavily, doing stupid shit, and then you get more lost, or you try to find a community or people. And there's just not that group. That's why I built the gym. I was like, fuck that. I didn't want to be the guy that wears the VFW or the World War II or whatever the hat is. That literally in my head, it means like, you're done. Yeah. Whatever the war we fought at Desert Storm and you're sitting at the VFW. Love the guys, but I didn't want to do that. I wasn't done yet. So I was like, cool. But the wife wanted to do a gym anyways. But we just built the gym so that we brought the community back to us. Same with Mill Estate. Same with the Veteran Business Alliance group. It's like, how do we just stay in the community then?
Fine. So did you build the gym first? And then real estate, or
both at the same time, dude. So
at the same time, you built two businesses at the same time.
Like three, if we get the other ones.
Yeah. So I was deployed to the country of Jordan as a fire chief out there. Woke up one morning and said, "Congratulations, you have orders to Guam." Guam was my first assignment. E1 Guam, perfect. E8 or 9 Guam, not so cool. And I was going through a divorce. My daughter was 13, and my plans were always just to do 30. Right? I want to be a command chief. I love building circles and impacting people. Like I love that. So in my head, I was like, just make rank quick. You could positively influence, the more people that are underneath you, the more people that you could help. So my goal was just to do 30 and then retire and go fishing. I got that assignment to Guam and I was like, fuck, that changes things because I can't leave my daughter. It's a 3-year assignment. My son was, doing boy stuff at 17 at the time. So I decided to retire right then. So it was November, hit the retirement button.
Could you not switch and go somewhere else? Could you not be like, hey, is there somebody?
I could, but I jumped on, I think it was Skype at the time, whatever and I Skyped with my daughter and I told her I was retiring.
Oh.
So I got a picture. She's crying. She's like, Daddy, you're a crow now. I think she meant eagle. But but the smartness.
No, she said she meant crow.
Either way, it's like you got your wings now. You can fly. She's 13, dude. And she's telling me that, like, Daddy, like, this is good. You now have your wings. I was like, holy shit, like, how did she get so smart? Right? Because the military, doesn't hold us down, but you can only do what they allow you to do.
Right.
Once you're out, you're like, right.
Wow.
So yeah,
we're going to come back to that. Yeah.
So we were in TAPS and I was sitting on the computer. And I was just saying, hey, I'm getting out. And everybody's like, what the shit? You're supposed to do 30 and you were lined up for all these things. Some dude reached out that I used to play Air Force softball with. He's like, get your real estate license. I was like, dope. So I looked for a real estate school. Another fire chief that I used to work for hit me up. He says, hey man, do you want to do inside sales for this Tom Smith fire that I'm doing? I'm like, yeah, what does that entail? He's like, fly out to Florida. We train you real quick. You just do inside sales stuff at the time. And my wife and I, or my girlfriend, had just bought out a gym. She wanted to build one. So she's like, hey, I found this building. This was literally in TAPS in 5 days, right? I decided I was going to go get my real estate license, fly to Florida, do this Tom Smith thing. And my wife's like, hey, or my girlfriend was like, hey, let's go look at this building. So we did. So we rented the building out, put all the gym shit in it. Then I spent the first year 17 hours a day at the gym working. And then in between coaching shifts, trying to do real estate stuff. And then what I found really quickly is it's a community, dude.
Well,
go ahead.
but this school, that's Tom Smith job.
Yeah.
You're like, nope.
No, I did that. Yeah.
Oh.
So the cool thing about that was I could do it on the fly.
Oh,
So like you guys would be outside sales and then they'd shoot me a thing, say, hey, Clint, order 52 bunkers and 900 flashlights and all that other crap. So I'd break for 2 seconds, do that job, and then go back to coaching and then back to real estate.
Why so many jobs?
I don't know, dude. Yeah.
I think I know.
you're feeling
I know.
something. You lost something, so you try to.
That's what it is, dude. So you're filling a gap.
So you don't think about it.
Yep.
Well, that's what we were talking about on the ride up here. I think one of the big things I think that I personally felt like transitioning out and trying to figure out what my life looked like is, when you join at 17, you got 13 years in something, being 30 years old, this is all I've known for the bulk of my actual like adult life has been, this is all I know. So, I go from being told what to do, what we need to accomplish, how quickly it needs to be accomplished, all those things. And, the how and the whys and all that stuff really wasn't important. It's just like, okay, just get it done. To now I'm sitting here, I'm out and somebody says, well, hey, what do you want? And I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
So now what ends up happening is one of two things. Either A, I spiral, drinking alcohol, not going to the gym, or I go deep dive in hardcore into a bunch of other things, which is a spiral in and of itself.
Yeah.
I spiral into all these projects, which are all taking all of my time. Go ahead. Yeah. Hit it. Jump in there. Yeah. I mean, because you got your own projects. You did a lot of spiraling.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's the uncertainty, dude. Like I knew that the Tom Smith fire was a paid job, right? I knew I was going to make 30 grand or whatever it was a year. The gym, you don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
And real estate, you didn't know either. So I knew I had my retirement. I knew I had my disability, and then I knew I had that. So I was like, cool, I have enough
You have a cushion.
to do these things. And then once the gym and real estate, I didn't dump the Tom Smith fire thing, but kind of let that jump.
What you were saying, I think a lot of people, when we get out, we lose our drive and we lose our purpose.
Well, you don't have a mission.
You don't have a mission.
It's not that we don't lose. I don't think the drive is lost. I think the direction in which I need to be moving, the way I phrase it is especially with Marines or all military for that matter, we're nuclear warheads. We are designed to go blow shit the fuck up and get shit done. And then what you do is you take us out of the service. We're now floating in the stratosphere, floating around, looking for something to do, and eventually run out of gas.
But the mission, when you're sitting here and not doing anything, the mission isn't there quite yet.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Yep. Yeah. You have none.
That's that drive. That's that Marine drive. That's that Air Force drive. That's that military drive you have in you. There's a bigger purpose. You're working towards a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
When you get out, of course, the mission's gone. The mission's just
Your identity is gone. Like you don't.
Your purpose, your whole
Yep.
purpose. You put on the uniform. You're not putting the uniform on Monday. You're putting on some civilian clothes. Going, what the fuck did I just do?
I may have put my
Hey, dork.
I might have.
Oh, yeah, you grow the.
I might have put.
Yeah, what to do right now?
Hey, no, actually, no. I did not. I did not do that after service. I did that after boot camp. I will not deny this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. After boot camp, no bullshit. I get out of boot camp on Friday. I graduate. I go home. I live an hour away from Paris Island. So I'm there. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm gonna shower real quick. So I'll never forget that I did this. I felt like such an idiot. I took out one of my skivvy rolls out of my sea bag. I put it on the foot of my bed, took a shower, came out, put my green on green and my long brown socks on.
Where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere. I just sat around the house. And then I looked at myself. I was like, bro, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me civilian up real quick. I took it off. Yeah.
I put my Cracker Jacks on.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to tell me what a Cracker Jack is.
It's the dress uniform for.
It's the uniform that kept me out of the Navy.
Yeah. No.
I'm definitely serious. It is so stupid. It's the uniform that kept me out of the Navy. So when I decided to join, and this is why I have nothing but respect for all the services. So I went to an Air Force ROTC program. I live outside Charleston Air Force Base. All of the kids that were in my high school class, like, I'm going to join the Air Force. I'm going to be in the Air Force. I'm like, well, I hate all you fucks. So Air Force is out for me. That's done. That was dead. Yep. Just because I hate y'all. My mother was old school Army. She was very adamant for a number of reasons why, as me, she did not want me in the Army at all. That was a big no. She said, I'll never sign for you to join the Army. So I had two options, technically three, but the Coast Guard doesn't count. Sorry if you're watching from the Coast Guard.
I wish I would have known about the Coast Guard when I joined.
Who you telling? And I could swim.
Yeah, in that recruitment office.
So I had the Army, I had the Marine Corps, I had the Navy. So at the recruiting station, when I walked past, they had the Cracker Jack right there. And I was like, dang, that looks kind of clean. It was the all whites too. The all whites were, the summer was clean. The black looked clean. I was like, man, I could see myself, I'm saying, Antoine Fisher and shit. I look good in that. So I look and I see that it has a little cape on the back. And I'm like, in my head, I'm imagining myself riding on the base on my motorcycle with my little fairy cape flapping in the wind. I'm like, nah, that ain't a good look. I ain't trying to feel that. So I walk in the Marine Corps office. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I gotta say they are just.
Sorry, dog. Listen, and I got to wear the best uniform, so that's what it is. But yeah, you wore that. Hey, I'm sure you slayed in it, hon.
Oh, yeah.
Slayed queen.
I'd slay queen.
No, when I got, I just didn't want to because. We make jokes about it, or I do anyways. But it's true. Like, you'll retire on Friday, right? And we're at your retirement, and then it's like Monday. You're fucking 40 pounds heavier with a beard, and you look like you've been partying for 9 months. And I'm like, bro, what happened?
Oh, dude,
we just dump.
I gained another person.
Yeah, we just dump, and we think we owe it to ourselves. 275?
275 pounds.
So that, like, in my head, I'm like, you cannot do that. So that's the gym, that's real estate, that's all the things. Like, just pour into yourself, dude, stay busy, because I have had a very addictive personality, and I know where I would have went.
Yep.
I know that to be true. So I was like, just don't. I haven't grown a beard to this day. Like, right now, I'm pissed. I'm like, fuck, you didn't shave this morning, dude? Like this, yeah.
It's for that reason. I didn't think a lot of my bad habits were actual bad habits until like I started going to see the VA, and then they started calling some of my stuff out. Yeah. Like, oh, so Terrence, you drink every night?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, well, how many do you have?
I have to keep my limit.
3, 4 drinks, maybe. Like, okay, like, do you measure? Like, how much you say you drink? Like, I'm like, I don't measure it. I'm not an animal.
Pour it in there.
I just pour it in there. I fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like a long.
That pour. Looks good. Like, I'm not an animal. I don't measure that stuff. And he was like, so let's say that cup that you have there is 3, 4 shots. You're telling me you have at least 16 shots a night?
You're like, wait a minute.
Well,
no, I have 4.
When you're I have 4 drinks. If you're counting like that, I mean, I guess it sounds bad, but it's just 4 drinks. Yeah. But it is bad. I think I can definitely acknowledge that there were a lot of bad habits that I had that I got out. When I got out, there were a lot of bad habits that I took with me that I didn't realize were bad habits. I just thought it's normal. It's just normal. I mean, we have a couple episodes coming up that are going to be about love, relationships. We have sex. We have alcohol. We have my desire to like my dopamine chasing. Like, I gotta feel alive. Well, I don't feel alive when I'm healthy and at peace. We have a whole video which I think we have to reshoot about the warrior in the garden. Yeah, oh God, I wish we had him for that one. We'll ask him his thoughts before. Matter of fact, we'll ask him for his thoughts when he
Just bring me back.
Or bring it back. That works too.
I love San Diego.
But no, all those things. Yeah, you ain't. He went running this morning. Was like, dude,
where at?
Downtown,
in front of my hotel. Yeah, downtown, just running the hills, the streets. You can't do that in Colorado. Yeah. We're at 7,000 feet elevation. No,
you can't run in Colorado.
You can, but
you can't. If you dag on David Goggins, bro.
Yeah, but you ain't breathing, dude. I started running the hills this morning. I'm like, this is badass.
Yes,
I must have ran, I don't know, 20, 30. Just you can breathe. You can't breathe in Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. San Diego, never seen anything like it.
I
just can't.
It's busy.
It's hard. It's hard to live here.
Mm-hmm. So you're building community. I mean, if somebody was to take something from this episode and say that's why this is important to Clint Jordan, why is community and the military communities you're building so important to you?
It's impact to me. Like, we can sit and we have our family and we can positively impact those people, and I'm like, that's awesome and great. But in my head, I feel like I can do more, right? So that community is my more. I feel like I'm giving. I'm a huge giver. I love to, and I know that I have value to add to people. So I feel like I'm not doing myself justice if I'm not trying to build that community and try to provide value to you and friendships to you and those kind of things. And then once you start doing that, you're like, oh, this is really special. right? And the middle estate was amazing. I'm like, this is really cool. We have all of these people that we can try to help and grow and do things. And then with the VBA, I'm like, this is really dope because now I have.
What's the VBA?
So the Veteran Business Alliance, which we're launching, this is the reason why I'm here, but just another core group of just veterans and military spouses. And it brings our people together, right? We do this thing. I haven't just chatted with veterans in forever. You get too busy in work.
I mean, we did, honestly, we spent 3 hours yesterday. They were talking about, hey, that was a long meeting. What'd you guys talk about? I was like, oh, no, the meeting was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then everything like, well, what'd you guys, that was like 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, it was 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes of us all just shooting the shit and just being comfortable in each other's space. The other 15 minutes was, okay, let's talk about business and ask lots of questions.
That's what people who've never been in the military don't understand.
Correct.
They're like, I was like, listen, you understand you're around veterans. We're going to tell stories. And we're not talking about war stories. We're just talking about stories in general.
Yeah, just talking.
Fun. And we have an instant connection. It doesn't matter where you come from.
Correct.
Being a veteran, having that title right there, you have that instant connection with anybody in the room who's a veteran.
And we need it. Like I brought in a lady, she runs like an art studio, but her husband is a carpet cleaner. And we know plenty of veterans that go do like a single job so that they can just disassociate, right? They go do landscaping or they go do carpet cleaning, put their headphones on, and they're not around the people that they're comfortable with.
Isolation's a killer.
Yeah, bro. And so she literally said, my husband is going to love this group. He needs a group like this. So I'm like, well, that to me is like fucking cool. I will spend all of my time trying to build these things out because of that. That's why community is so big. And it keeps me straight.
Accidentally, not accidentally, but somebody just kind of put a bird in your ear about the real estate, man. You're just like, yep, let's go.
Yeah, 100%.
You immediately had that vision. So I get rid of mission. Mission is in the military.
Yeah.
You have to have a vision outside of the military when you get out to go after, because the mission's over. You know what I mean? But that'll give you that drive and that purpose. And you immediately found it. And that's not most veterans unless they're really proactive.
Yeah. And with the real estate in the gym, it just turned in because the gym feeds real estate, right? So then if you just open up your mind to business and you're like, oh shit, this is clean, because now every gym member isn't really a $150 membership anymore. They're a potential $15,000 client. And then we give free annual memberships to the gym if you use us as your realtor. Yeah. So now everybody inside of the gym is getting free gym memberships because they're using us as a realtor. We're really good at doing that. So it's not like we're doing them a disservice.
Down so I can build me a gym.
And then, you got to go to the gym first. And then we started giving a free gym membership to Mount Carmel Veteran Center. So every real estate transaction, we give one free membership to the client, and then we give one to Mount Carmel for a veteran who can't afford it.
Yeah. He wants to punch me. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to punch you. Honestly, I wasn't going to make a joke earlier about him when he said I gained a whole other person. I was like, you lost the other person. Yeah. Like, why are you talking about that?
You gained one, lost half.
Respectfully.
I'm off the diet a little
ass. Oh, you look, no, first off, you look great and you're hustling. You're doing great.
Well, I can't.
That you guys got to stop. Like, hey, you got to stop that.
It doesn't
matter. Go to Krav Maga.
Hey,
you know
that can't happen.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That's got to stop. I'm gonna walk.
Listen, we are.
Have you guys ever had somebody walk out of me?
So now we bring it. Hey, that's the real Air Force. That's the line. Well, no, I think the crazy part is I agree with you 100%. I think the crazy part is I honestly, even though like you have the drive and tenacity and the hustle, I still think the problem for this whole situation here as we talk about these things and as we meet new people with the VBA is there's veterans that have the same, like, I'm so lost, I'm going to spiral down these 1,500 different things. And I don't think they end up as lucky as he did or as fortunate to have all of these things become equally successful. I think some of them spiral and they all these things are burning. And then we go to our self-worth or our self-value and go, oh, I can't succeed.
So it's important to establish like your pillars, right? So our core why, like what is your why? So people are like, Clint, you do a ton of things. And I'm like, well, kind of, but it's all in the same space. It's all in the health and fitness space and the veteran space. And then if I focus on those things, then you could just flood into that, right? I don't have to relearn something. I don't have to, although I'm taking my health and life and health insurance exam right now. That's way outside of any space, but there's a reason for that. But if you just stayed true to like your core and your foundation, then it becomes very easy because you're hyper-focused just on veterans, right? And not on one of those other 15 things. Because I was there and you're just burnt. Like your day ends at midnight. You're like, Jesus Christ, you wake up. Your thoughts are all over the place. And then I got a business coach like 4 or 5 years ago, but that's truly what helped.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna give him a super plug, and like last 8 minutes gonna be just him riff and watch this. Hey, so I think the other thing that's important outside of the vision, outside of the drive, outside of the focus on the individual pillar, I think the other big thing is support. And what I what I know, because I've been tied to your Facebook for so long, you and your wife have this level of like support for one another and their business. I've seen, I'm not making this up. I've seen him take trips where his wife is performing. Where'd she do her, the show I commented on? I got to be careful because sometimes I'll be like, hey, and this is when I get away with respectfully. I'm like, hey, this is, I think I typed this on the comment. This is the one space where I can comment on another man's wife and not get hit.
Yeah.
Damn, your wife is looking good, respectfully. Like,
he did say that right on Facebook.
I think because I can say that because she's a bodybuilder. I'm like, damn, she looking good. Like,
I mean, is that okay?
I don't know. He didn't hit me.
I didn't. Yeah, I said cool or thanks, bro. Something like it. I thought because I knew where he was coming from.
Live on camera. Let me tell you something, Terrence. You're talking about, hey, he's my wife. Yeah. But no, so like so that was your wife support each other. And he's in Jersey and he traveled with her to Jersey. So when you like that, I think that's the big thing. I think the one thing I've noticed of the most successful veterans who get out, who build, who become great, there's a couple key factors. It's the why, it's the focus, it's the pillar. But then more than anything else, it's the support, either of their spouse or their partners or their friends or something. There's a level of support there. And I think that's the pillar that a lot of us, we have a tripod, but it's too big of a square area. We need a fourth leg.
Yeah, we're so used to trying to do things by ourselves too in the military.
Oh,
yeah, we don't know how to do that.
Hey, add 30 minutes on the clock. We about to run that because that's okay. So talk about that though. Like, yeah. So what do you mean by that?
Well, with that, like in the military, you're just told what to do and how to do it and when to do it and how to do it better to get promoted. Like that's it. There's team and we'll go die for each other and do all this. You can call me tomorrow and say, hey, bro, I need you in South Carolina, and we're there. But everybody has their own little thing, right? So that support, like we have a saying that you can't build with somebody who's not willing to carry the bricks with you. Yep. That's it. You cannot. And then with my wife, like she's a brick carrying fool. Like
I've seen the delts on that woman.
She will carry some bricks. Like there's nothing that she does that I don't 100% support. Yeah. Like, and it's everything. She'll tell you, she's like, I'll just tell my husband I want to go do this. And she sends me just random texts. Like, I thank my husband it's basically the life that she's able to coach and train people and then just go do
the life that she wanted.
Yeah. And it's because like the support function, I'm like, go, because that is our job to provide that. Like, I believe some people may not, but
well, no, we don't got to get crazy around gender roles, but that for you, that's an important thing to you. Yeah.
Because I think that she should be able to go fucking fly.
Yep.
And if that means I'm working 17, and she does too, don't get me wrong. She puts in some time, but literally at that bodybuilding shit, like that's months.
That's months
of her doing her thing and me being like, yeah. And me being like,
go back to the family unit. Like what were dinner was like, hey, you guys all everybody want to go have pizza tonight? No, mommy can't have pizza tonight. Correct. So we all got to eat
and
some.
She flies out like 4 days prior to put her feet up in a hotel. And, Clint comes traveling along and it's tough.
That's cool.
But yeah, she's amazing. She changed everything about who I was. Cause you get out of the military and she was way different. Mm-hmm. She's from Maine, like an only child. She used to not like, I would get hangry. And she's like, well, I don't know. I ain't getting all hangry. like that's not a word. I'm like, well, fuck, that's real. It's in the dictionary.
Hangry's a word.
I'm from Inglewood, California. You know what I mean? Like we grew up different, but yeah, her mindset and the way she lives, 100% just changed how I am. But yeah,
hey, give her one then. Like, how did she do that?
So she, like, you're not often challenged, right? At least I wasn't. She challenges me daily to do something different. Just to be better, to think differently. Because again, I'm quick to just pop. Like I got the short fuse I used to. It's a bit longer now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a challenge. It's like she just wouldn't take my shit. Like the ex-wife, 100%, I could say whatever, right? And we would fight or whatever would happen, and I would just walk away like, fuck it, I won, or I got it, or whatever. With Lisa, it's not like you don't get away with that. And then you realize, holy crap, like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we were talking about on the way up here, the guilt monster.
Change yourself, dude. Yeah.
Yes, that's a big time. Man, we're about to wrap this thing up, dude. So you gone from 21 years Air Force to real estate, opening up a gym, creating this incubator, and now you have the mill estate and the VBA. Man, that's a lot on your plate. What would your advice be to veterans who are either transitioning or looking for their drive and their purpose?
Give it to them right there. Right there.
Is that the one?
That's yours, right?
Yeah, find a group. Like I think where we fall short in the military space is there's no group, there's no nothing when you get out, right? There should be something. There should be a group of us, of people that in this town, and if it's a Veteran Business Alliance, then that's awesome. But You get out and then there's nothing until you do something, right? You either mess up, you go to jail or drugs, and then there's somebody.
So that group, we're not saying the group that goes hangs out the VFW.
No.
Or doing things that really are not.
It's this group of people, right? It's this because they're out there. Find that person. Like I didn't. I just started working. And then I had to go to therapy, right? Because the work, I did exactly what Terrence did. I took all of my bad habits and I buried them in, hey, I'm successful. Right? Successful at drinking fucking Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I don't think I'd announced that on the podcast.
You said earlier. I think you said earlier.
I don't know if I said it earlier, but now they know.
You said that you brought your bad habits.
No, yeah, 100%. No, you're 100% right. Keep going.
Right. And then a few years into that, I'm like, all right, go seek therapy, go do that. So I think find a group of people. There's people out there. There's coaches, there's mentors. We had them in the military. They were your supervisor, right? That was somebody who, if you were fucking up, would tell you, hey, dude, straighten your shit out. We get out of the military and there's nobody there anymore. And we hold on to our rank or our status or whatever. And we're not in charge of anybody. So we totally lose everything. So find you somebody that you trust that can help steer you. And especially if you're in the entrepreneur space and you want jobs and business, there's all you guys here in San Diego, like find those people.
100%.
Ask them for help, ask them for guidance, ask them for direction.
In the right way.
Yeah. Swallow that pride a little bit. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Swallow that shit and go find some good people to hang out with.
And if
like
for
good
some
people
reason you can't find therapy, then you have us. The beauty of the Therapy Was Full podcast is the fact that you guys can come here where you get to hear stories from veterans and recognize the fact that at the end of the day, you're not special. You're not unique. We're all going through the same things. And one of the most important things you can do is come here, listen to what we've got, listen to the stories of other successful folks that are all able to be reached out to, can all be communicated with. That's why we started the podcast. Therapy Was Full.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you've done, where you've come from, you can change tomorrow. Forget about the past, learn from it. And guess what? You can get healed, just won't be here. Just going to hear badass stories.
or get divorced, one of the two. You know, who knows? Who knows? We got all kinds of
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So, Clint, awesome, man. Thank you, buddy, for coming on.
I appreciate you
Really
guys.
impressed with what you're doing and what you are doing and the continuance of building the Mill Estate, the VBA.
Yeah.
I think it's super important you're bringing that network together. Give us your plugs at the end. I got one more question for you.
If you need a realtor anywhere,
hey, hit it.
There's the plug. If you need a realtor anywhere in the veteran space, that's literally what Mill Estate is. We're everywhere, 200 cities, with people like Terrence and myself that are very good at what they do and understand everything VA. So reach out. Terrence is here. He's got the same connections. We're in part of that group.
Yeah, you know what? And I feel bad because I really have to have you back on. I messed up as a leader, as a host, and we should have dove into the real estate space with you two about the VA and the nuance.
Oh, for sure.
Buying, financing. So I want to apologize, but we have a round 2 coming up, hopefully shortly. We'll have you back out, man.
Perfect.
Thank you. Cigars or coffee?
Cigars.
Cigars. Okay. Your number one book that you recommend to people?
Buy Back Your Time.
Buy Back Your. Who's author? What doesn't matter. You can Google it.
It's yeah. I can pull it up on my phone.
No, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Buy Back Your Time is a really good one.
Okay. Awesome, man. Awesome. Your number one, your favorite workout?
Probably the one I haven't done yet.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
I have all the workouts are really good, but like I'm going to hike Pikes Peak on Sunday. I get back Saturday. I have a breathing thing that I acquired from
I'll
the
brag
military.
this, man. Listen, dude's 53 years old doing 225 pound snatches. Okay. Like, come on, son. Come on.
I'm going to hike the peak. It's a big hike. So
Say something. But, all
are
right.
you talking about?
That's a wrap. We're going down the dark
Let's
hole.
go.
Yep, we're spiraling the wrong direction.
Awesome, man. Thanks for coming on.
Of course, man. I appreciate you guys.
I love what you're doing. Continue. And we're going to watch your success.
Awesome.
So awesome, man. Thanks, Clint.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.